So there's two things about this, right? Let's not necessarily talk about him, but about something he said. People who say things like 70% of secondary school teachers earn over $106,000, they either have done no work to say that, or they're fucking idiots when you realize with one Google search that the top pay scale for a classroom teacher is $103,000. What do they think? That like 3/4 of all the secondary school staff are all middle management to get all these management units on top. So either you're a grifter and you're lying and you're playing to your audience, or you're a moron and haven't done the work. They seem to be the only two possibilities. Anyway.
He's got people to do the work. He's got people to do the work for him, I'm sure.
I don't know too much about that. I'm not going to get into that because I know that they had a big cutback and that kind of stuff, and he might be doing it. He might be just using the facilities and doing it of his own. I don't know.
You can't tell me that Duncan presses his own buttons.
No. But what I'm saying is, it's like I don't. There's no point. I mean, like no shade at all on what you're saying, Drew. But there's no point going down that. Well, look at money you're spending because at Rover, like I don't think Bomber does it in the Rover studio. I don't think Rover pays Bomber anything to do it. They just use the space. I'm just saying it's not necessarily. It's not a platform type thing they're going through there. You know, it could be something.
Yeah, okay.
But they do do advertising and that kind of stuff. Obviously, MediaWorks would sell that advertising, I would think. But yeah, not like that. It's not like a $2 million of washed public money given to you from a family trust that gets $300 million a year of taxpayers' money to run childcare. It's not that kind of money.
I just had him with a question of like, do you legitimately believe these things that you talk about? Like the way that you spoke about, in this case, teachers, but by association, nurses, junior doctors, firefighters, ACC workers, all of those people that went on strike. Do you believe what you said?
Do you believe that it's about, quote, this is a quote, that it's about making families suffer? Like I know, I'll go so far as to this, Chewie. He doesn't believe that. He's talking about here's the irony. Here's the irony. He's talking about, sorry, I've got lots of bursts. He's talking about the strike being theatre, when that line there, and a lot of this is actually complete theatre, because he doesn't believe that, quote, it's about making families suffer. He doesn't believe that, which means he's involved way that you can believe that.
So then I would call to question his personal integrity.
Yep.
Like, because if you're just saying that, and the way that you're saying it, and the stern eyeball right down the camera, hand gestures and all of that sort of thing, which I'm doing, you'll have to take me as read on this. You're chasing clicks.
Yeah.
That's not the measure of someone's personal integrity. Every opinion that I voice on here is something that I believe. So maybe that's the difference. When we talk about whether his show's organic or our one's organic, it's authentic.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the difference. Maybe that's a conversation we should have.
Well, and here's the other thing, and I will stand by this. We've said this before. Sometimes you kind of come to decisions or come to realizations when you're talking. And not too long ago, we were talking about, showing bias in the media and being biased. And I don't give a fuck about bias. I don't give a fuck about being too left or too right. You know what I care about? The only thing I care about is being accurate. Because if you're coming from the right, but you're being accurate with the information, your opinion can be whatever you want. But if the information is accurate, then that's fine. So whether he says it or not, I'm a journalist. No. You're right coded in everything you're saying. Your opinion is coming from the right, but the problem is your facts aren't even accurate. So we can't go, well, at least he's got his facts right. So it's coded right-wing talking points followed by disinformation. That's what that clip just was.
100%.
Yeah.
That's, underline that, put it in neon lights, hang it off a billboard. That's what we're about.